segment is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of San Juan. And now, Storm Tracker 4 with meteorologist Grande.
All right, let's start with the answer to today's trivia question. On average, what U.S. state has the most tornadoes per year? Oklahoma, Texas, or Colorado? Now, many of us think of Oklahoma as being the tornado capital of the world. But in fact, it is Texas that has the most tornadoes on average per year. We have so much more room for a tornado that there's a lot more, especially up in northern Texas. Thank goodness we don't have quite as many here in the southern end of the state. But here we do have plenty of heat, and that's what we're going to continue to see in this next week. Hot temperatures remain with us all week long. In fact, it's going to feel like it's between 105 and 109. Not quite heat advisory levels, but enough to make sure you take the sunblock and the water with you if you're going to be spending any time outdoors. We will also remain with the breezy conditions, the persistent southeast wind, 15 to 20 miles an hour across the valley all this next week. So don't expect that to die down anytime soon. Currently across South Texas, 101 in Rio Grande City to 90 degrees in Brownsville. But that humidity is much drier in the upper valley compared to folks along the coast. Taking a look at that humidity level, 61% relative humidity in Brownsville. Compare that to 25% in Falcon. So that's why the heat index makes it feel like it's around 100 degrees pretty much across the entire region. Futurecast shows that high pressure remaining over the western Gulf, and that's going to keep Texas dry for the next few days while the rain showers stay well off into the western U.S. and over in Florida. Some showers making their way to the deep south, but most of Texas staying dry. It's like we're just over, we got this dome of high pressure just sitting over South Texas, so not expecting any chances for rain showers here in the near future. Those winds also persistent around that high. 17-mile-per-hour winds right now in McAllen as well as in Brownsville, 18 in Port Isabel. Futurecast shows that tomorrow afternoon, once again, 15 to 20-mile-per-hour winds in those afternoon hours, and we'll repeat that again on Tuesday. And pretty much this entire week, expect 15 to 20-mile-per-hour wind speeds in those afternoon hours. So not going to see calm conditions, and we won't see cool conditions either. Temperature is very, very consistent in those upper 90s, but it's going to feel like, again, 105 to 109 degrees in those afternoon hours. Taking a look at the tropics, not much going on in the Gulf or Atlantic. Things are quiet, but we have another area of low pressure developing about 600 miles south of Acapulco. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that for folks in the Pacific. Expected to see that make its way across the western coast of Mexico. But for us here in the Gulf, temperatures in the waters in the 80s, that's enough to spark off a tropical storm or hurricane, but we just don't have that tropical wave moving over to see anything really develop. But the temperature is great out there. Here off the coast of South Padre Island, about 80, 81 degrees. With breezy conditions expected tomorrow, we'll see a bit of a chop out on those waters. As for folks heading to the beach tomorrow for your afternoon temperatures, expecting those to climb up into the low 90s with sunny conditions, and across the Rio Grande Valley temperatures again in the upper 90s. Lower Valley 97 in Harlingen, in Raymondville about 98 degrees, and folks in Hidalgo and Starr County expecting to see triple digits by the afternoon hours. In Starr County 104 degrees in Rio Grande City. So do what you can to stay cool because it is going to remain hot.
Very hot. Now let's take a look at sports.
What do you get when you take an athlete that overcomes